When I first applied the Inkey Ectoin Hydro Barrier Serum, I thought, where's the hydration? No instant plumping, no dewy glow, but as I kept using it, something interesting happened. So, is this a must-have or one to skip? Let's take a closer look. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Anne, a medical doctor here to teach you how to best take care of your skin and general well-being. The Inkey list claims that this will boost hydration up to 10 surface layers deep, though it's unclear what exactly that means in terms of skincare efficacy, while supporting and strengthening the skin's barrier to make it more resilient against external stressors like dry and cold weather. Rather than watery, this serum has the texture of a light lotion and an opaque white color. I could barely notice any scent, only sometimes a faint whiff of something a little plasticky. Luckily, that isn't noticeable after application to the skin. According to the brand, it is supposed to go on as your first serum, so after cleansing and after toner should you use one, and can be used both morning and night. You need a pea-sized amount, which is exactly what one pump will give you, that you'll spread all over. I mentioned before that when I initially applied it, I was a little disappointed, as in my opinion the product doesn't offer any instant hydration. It spreads with ease and leaves the skin feeling soft and velvety, but if my skin was particularly dehydrated that day, I still felt tightness, no instant relief. Now, when you look at the ingredients, that isn't actually that surprising. The main player and name pattern is Ectoin, an ingredient that I already did a dedicated video on that I will link. In short though, Ectoin isn't hydrating in itself, but more of a film former and stabilizer to lipid barriers produced by a certain kind of bacteria to prevent them from drying out in harsh climates. In the skin, Ectoin has been used in medical creams for eczema and neurodermatitis, but at much higher concentrations. Prescription formulas contain up to 7%, whereas cosmetic products are limited to 2%, which is the concentration used here. Basically, Ectoin won't hydrate the skin, but prevent transepidermal water loss or further dehydration, as well as soothe your skin. For hydration, you will find several different molecular weights of hyaluronic acid, as well as glycerin, alongside a few more emollients and preservatives. For additional soothing benefits, there's panthenol and colloidal oatmeal, as well as ingredients aiming to replace missing parts of a compromised skin barrier like ceramides, phytosphingosine, and cholesterol. A quick word on the coconut icon, present as fourth ingredient on the list, and apparently the reason why some people would not recommend this for acne-prone skin due to a high comedogenic rating. The comedogenic rating of a single ingredient doesn't necessarily predict the product's real-life effect on skin. It depends on the overall formulation rather than the comedogenic rating of its individual ingredients. As this formula isn't occlusive in the slightest, I would without hesitation recommend it for people suffering from acne, especially as Ectoin seems to have a preventing effect on the development of retinoid irritation in those being on prescription retinoids. I have used it consistently over several weeks without it triggering any breakouts, but of course each skin reacts differently. I really wouldn't call the Inkey Ectoin Hydro Barrier Serum hydrating, at least not in terms of an immediate effect. But while it wasn't great at targeting dehydration immediately, it worked amazing over the course of a few days in making my skin less prone to dehydration. I took it with me to a one-week trip to the mountains in the snow, where being outdoors all day exposed to cold winds and dry air can lead to dryness and irritation when paired with my Tretinoin. This formula, maybe because of the 2% Ectoin, maybe because of the other soothing and barrier supporting ingredients like ceramides and panthenol, really helped keeping my skin happy throughout the whole trip. For me, it is a great product to use during winter, and if your skin is prone to dehydration, you might feel the same way. And if you enjoyed this video, you will most likely enjoy the ones I linked on the screen here. Don't forget to check out the description box for everything else I have to offer, and like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next video.